EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd and 6.
At the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts first down.
They run once more with Taylor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. That is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Jackson. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. That gain on third down. Good for 28. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And that's going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Mitchell. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll let one go deep for downs.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Shaquille Leonard, his second sack of the night.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
73 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts 15-yard.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And bulldozing his way through. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Mitchell now off the option. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
At the 50-yard line.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.